Have you ever wanted to leave? Such a deep mark on someone's mind that they can't stop thinking about you? To make your presence echo in their thoughts, even when you're gone? What if I told you there's an ancient method so dark, so psychologically powerful, that it's been kept in the shadows of history? Machiavelli, the ruthless strategist of human nature, hinted at it centuries ago. A method that can make someone obsess over you. But when fused with Stoic wisdom, it becomes something far greater, a tool for self-mastery, respect, and emotional dominance. Most people spend their lives chasing approval. They think being overly available, constantly texting, always explaining themselves will make someone like them more. But here's the truth. The more you chase, the less power you have. The more you explain, the less respect you command. Machiavelli understood this perfectly. He studied human desire like a surgeon dissects the body. He realized that people crave mystery, not clarity, tension, not comfort. The first principle of his forbidden method is controlled absence. Machiavelli once said, "Men desire what they cannot have. The more you make yourself accessible, the less interesting you become." In contrast, when you step back, when you become scarce, something magical happens. Curiosity awakens. The mind starts asking questions. Where did they go? Why aren't they reaching out? Did I do something wrong? That psychological gap becomes a magnet. Your silence becomes a sound louder than any words you could ever say. Marcus Aurelius taught something similar, that self-control and restraint are the highest forms of power. He wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one, in other words. Don't talk too much about your worth. Let your actions, your calm, your discipline show it. When you walk away from drama, when you don't beg for validation, people start to feel your value. They may not admit it, but they sense it." The second layer of this method is emotional unpredictability. Machiavelli believed that predictability kills desire. If someone knows you'll always forgive, always reply, always stay available, you become emotionally flat. But if your energy shifts between calm warmth and detached silence, it creates a rhythm that others can't control. You become like fire, warm when approached correctly, but untouchable when disrespected. This doesn't mean manipulation. It means balance. The Stoics taught us not to be ruled by emotion. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When you master your emotional temperature, you become mysterious. People wonder what you're thinking. They try to decode your silence, and in doing so, they fall deeper into your psychological gravity. Now comes the third stage, quiet dominance. Machiavelli noted that the truly powerful never announce their strength. They don't scream, argue, or beg to be understood. They carry a calm authority that others can feel. It's not arrogance, it's presence. The kind of presence that says, "I know who I am, and I don't need your approval to validate it." This is the Stoic way of life. Seneca once wrote, "He who conquers himself is the mightiest." Warrior, you don't need to control others. You just need to master your reactions, your habits, your focus. Walk into a room with calm confidence. No showing off, no need to impress. People will instinctively feel it. Your composure will intimidate the insecure and attract the strong. Then comes the fourth and darkest layer, the emotional reversal. Machiavelli observed that when you give people a taste of pleasure or emotional satisfaction and then withdraw it, their desire intensifies. It's human nature. We crave what we've lost more than what we've never had. That's why people obsess over past lovers or missed opportunities. It's not about the person. It's about the emotional gap that's left behind. But here's the Stoic transformation of this idea. You don't do this to manipulate. You do it to discipline. You show someone your warmth, your value, your loyalty, and then you withdraw when it's no longer respected. You don't punish them. You simply choose yourself. That calm withdrawal burns deeper than any argument ever could. You don't have to say, "You'll miss me." Your silence says it for you. The fifth element, turning silence into influence. In a noisy world, silence is power. Machiavelli and the Stoics both understood this. Most people can't handle silence because it forces them to face their thoughts. But when you become comfortable with it, when you can stand firm, saying nothing, needing nothing, people project their emotions into that silence. They overthink. They create stories. They start wondering what you're thinking, what you're feeling, if you even care. That's when obsession begins. Silence is not emptiness. It's a mirror. And the more disciplined you are, the more others see their own chaos reflected in your calm. That's real influence. You don't chase. You don't explain. You simply exist with quiet strength, and others are drawn into your energy, desperate to understand it. Now let's translate all this into modern life. If you want to embody Machiavelli's forbidden wisdom with Stoic purity, start by detaching emotionally. Don't respond to every message immediately. Don't explain yourself when misunderstood. Don't post every detail of your life online. Become a mystery in a world that overshares. When people don't know everything about you, they start to value the little they do know. Be kind, but not always available. Be wise, but not boastful. Speak less, observe more. Let people earn your attention. Because what's easily available is rarely respected. The moment you stop trying to impress others, you begin to influence them. That's the paradox. Power flows to those who need it the least. And that's when it happens. She starts noticing. She remembers your silence. She replays your calm responses. She wonders why you didn't chase, why you didn't explain, why you didn't fold. Your absence becomes her obsession. Your restraint becomes her storm. And the memory of you, your quiet dominance, your unpredictable calm begins to haunt her. Because you didn't fight for attention, you earned it through composure. You didn't demand respect, you commanded it through stillness. So remember this, Machiavelli's forbidden method is not about manipulation. It's about control. Control over your reactions, your time, your energy. The Stoics called it virtue. Machiavelli called it power. But both knew the same truth. Those who can control themselves control everything. If you want to be unforgettable, don't try to be loved. Try to be respected. Don't explain yourself. Embody your value. Don't speak of your worth. Live it. And one day, when she realizes what she lost, it will be too late. Because the strongest form of revenge is peace. With that said, if this message resonated with you, take a second to like the video, subscribe to my Stoic journey, and share this with someone who's trying to reclaim their power. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay calm, stay disciplined, and let your silence echo louder than any words ever could.